It's Anja here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. And today I thought I would make a name tag. Now, over the past few weeks, I have made a baby blanket, and you've probably seen that video because, of course, I have a friend, a colleague of mine, whose daughter was pregnant, so I really wanted to make her a baby blanket, a present. But of course, I didn't want to make the traditional blanket, booty, hat combination. I wanted to make her a blanket that not only she can use for the little baby, but also that the baby, when it grows, it can use it for a play blanket. So this is a play blanket size. It can be used for so many things. Then, of course, I came up with the wind spinner, which was like an internet sensation all of a sudden. And so, yes, so I made it in the same colors. Now, of course, go and check out that video. But I thought if I add it to this blanket, then that makes it a nice little present. You can hang it above the cot and whatnot, okay? So again, another present in the baby set that can be used for so many other things than just when the baby is born. And so today we are going to make a tag. And once again, this tag can be used by the parents for putting on the baby's cot, on the baby's changing bag, on the baby's peg. You know, so many uses. I'm really, really loving this tag, and I made it in the same colors so it goes with the blanket and the wind spinner. So it's like the modernized baby set here. Now, of course, you can make this tag for other things as well. Look, I've made one for Dirk for his Christmas present. So I thought I would use Christmas colors, and this way I can attach that to his present, and then he knows which is his present at Christmas. Now, of course, it's only, you know, the middle of the year yet. We are far away from Christmas, but even so, if you make these can be reused every year. You can put them on their stockings. You can use them, you know, throughout the year, or in, like I said, in other colors to denote, you know, the clothes peg, the baby's room. So many uses for something like this. So what do you need? Obviously you need some colors that you are using, or the colors of the room, or the colors that your child chooses. Then you will need the hook that goes with the yarn that you're using. This is Starcraft Special Decay, and I'm using a 3.5 for that. Of course, you need scissors. You need a sharp and a blunt darning needle to sew in your ends for this one, but also this one to sew on the name, of course. And then to make this thicker cord, I used a bigger hook. Maybe a 4.5 or a 5 would have been easier if you're holding strands together. But obviously you can make this, let me just put all this down. You can make this strand just with a single strand as well. This is what I've done here, and that works perfectly fine as well. Okay, so let's get started. And I am going to get started by using the lightest color. So the cream, or maybe the white, or whatever you're using for the actual tag. So I've made my slip knot, and I'm going to chain 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the 8th one is my turning chain. So we're going to skip that, and in the 7th one we are going to do a single crochet. There we go. And then we work our way along our chain doing single crochets, and of course we are doing 7 of them. There we go. One more and another one. Now this last one, of course, always sort of closes up a little bit, so try to get in there whichever way you can manage. I am using my nails there we go. So on top of here you should now have 2, 4, 6, 7 V's. Okay. Now we are going to chain 1, turn. This chain 1 doesn't count for anything, and we're just going to skip it, and we are going to go into the V that chain 1 is coming out of, and we're doing a single crochet, and keep it tight because otherwise you'll have a little loop here like I have here, so we'll just have to look at what we're doing there, but that's okay. You won't be able to see that later on. And so now we are going to do rows of 7 single crochets along. Now you can make it wider, but you have to have an uneven number. Okay, so here the 7th one, there we go. I can see the little V here. So that is what I am going to be picking up. There we go, yeah. Voila. And then on top of our little project here, we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 V's. So now you're going to be doing your rows of 7 single crochets. You have to work until your tag has the length of the name. So I've been waiting for this baby to be born, so I knew the name, so I can actually gauge how long this tag has to be before we are going to be finishing it off. So I suggest you make this, then put the name on, and then we will finish off the end of the tag with the hole. So keep doing this. I will be back in a moment to show you how to put the name on, after of course I have made this long enough. Okay, so I have done several rows of 7 single crochets, and I have sort of made a little template to see whether it would fit. There we go. So I've drawn the tag on the piece of paper, and now I know just about how big I'm going to write these letters. I just do that freehand, okay? I'm just going to use gold here. I'm going to use my sharp needle, and I'm just going to go for it. If it doesn't work out, I just undo and do again. So I cut off a length of yarn here. I put it on my needle and I get started, and I hope for the best. Oh, that's a bit long. And I hope for the best. There we go. So we've got to start. I'm really happy that they've chosen a short name. So we're going to start with a straight line here. And basically we're just going to go for it. I just leave out an end, which I will sew in later. And we just do the sort of the running stitch where you go back. There we go, like that. And then I go back. Possibly smaller, you know, just see how it looks. And like I said, I undo it, do it again until it looks right. There we go. So there we have that one. And maybe I can already do the little one here for the E. See, is that too big? I don't know. I'm going back to the start here. Yeah. And I've chosen the gold because that stands out the most. So I'll do a small one. And you just have to, you know, do the best you can, basically. It's not easy. And I will go back there. And so, needless to say, you're going to have to make a second tag to go behind this. We can crochet those two together, and that will then get rid of, you know, the ends at the back here. Oh, I think I like this E. It's all about, you know, does it look all right? Should it have been lower? I think I'm going to leave it. Right, so now the M. Oh, I hope I've got enough length. Yeah, I'm already out, but never mind, never mind. I've still got some length on my yarn here, and I can still make it longer, so that's okay. So don't cut off the yarn. You might need to do a few more rows. Okay, so I'm going to keep on putting this on to the best of my ability, and I will see you when I have put the name on. And here we have it. Look at that. I'm really, really happy with that. Well, it is my own font. But I think it will be fine. I think it looks nice. So now, of course, we are going to cut off this gold here. Let's put this to the side. And this is what I am left with at the back. So clearly, yes, you do need a second one to put behind that. So I will sew these ones in a moment, just so that they are behind there. And let me now, first of all, show you how to finish your tag. Okay, so now let's finish our tag. So we are going to chain 1 and turn as usual. Then in the first 2 stitches, we're going to do a single crochet together. So you insert into the first, pull up a loop, insert into the second, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops, yarn over, and then you pull through the 3 loops on your hook. Then you are going to do a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Then you will notice you have 2 V's left over. So this is where we're going to do another 2 single crochets together. Chain 1, turn. Now we are going to do a single crochet in the first stitch, a single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1 and skip 1. This is going to be our little hole. Single crochet in the next stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. So we have 5 stitches, just like we did in the previous row. And we have 1 hole. Now chain 1, turn. Once again we are going to do the 2 single crochets together. So insert, pull up, and finish your single crochet. Do a single crochet around the chain space. This will sort of make it a little bit bigger. And once again 2 single crochets together. So twice pull up and finish your stitch. And that is the end of your tag. So now you have that tag shape. And of course now you're going to have to make your second tag the same size as this one. So make sure you count how many rows you have done when you are going to make your second tag. So here I have my second tag, look, and it's just about the same size. So you cut off your yarn, pull it through. You've got these ends to sew in. Same thing here on your second tag. And let's sew them in. And then I'll be back to show you how to crochet them together. And I've just made sure that the ends are underneath the gold here as well, so it doesn't shine through on the other side. And now I am going to crochet the 2 tags together, so that of course you can't see the, the sewing on the back there. And I'm just going to use pistachio because this is my color scheme. And I am going to start with a slip knot. Let's just start in a corner because that makes sense. So try to pick up, I would say, the least amount of strands you can get away with to make it look nice. There we go. See, yeah, there we are. And off we go. So here it's easy because of course you've got that strand left over from your chain. So then when you get to the corner, you're going to have to try and find some strands that you could use for the corner space. There we go. And then I suggest you do a corner of a single crochet, a chain, and then back into that same location for another single crochet. And that should give you a nice little corner there. And then of course here on the side, you're going to have to try and just pick up anything that's sensible, that's on the side enough, and that doesn't sort of go into your tag too much. And if you spend a little bit of time doing this, picking out, there we go, I'll use that one. Picking out the best strands, then you can achieve, I think, a nice edge. Okay, and then next. So this might take you a while, but this is the finish of your little tag. And of course, once you know the kind of strands that you're looking for, you possibly will find them easier. See, look. So you go round your whole tag like this, and I will see you at the end of it. And I've nearly made it round. Here at the corners here, I just did 2 single crochets, so no chain, because obviously they're not complete corners, they're just sort of, you know, different from a normal corner. So that's why I just did 2 single crochets in each location here, and then about 3 single crochets there. But yeah, I think it looks nice. So now all I have to do is try and get into the same location as where I started here in that corner, and do another single crochet, a chain, and then just link it underneath that first V there and do a slip stitch. There we go. Okay, so that is that. Again, you'll just have to cut off your ends and sew them in. So sew them into the tag so you can't see them anymore. Okay, so let's make the little cord for the tag. Now here with Dirk's one, I just chained in the red, just with a single strand. So I've now got my 4. I hope that's big enough for these 3 strands. Let's see if that works. There we go, it's quite tight. I could have done with a bigger hook, but that's okay. Seems to work. So I'm just going to make a short cord for putting around the tag. I think that's big enough. I'll just cut that off. There we go. And I'm just going to leave it like this. Make sure that you cut the ends off, you know, same length, so it looks like it was meant to be. And I'm now going to just put this through my hole there. Just pull it through and then put the ends through and pull it tight. There we go. And there we have it. There is Amelia's tag to go in with the baby blanket set. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed this project. I will see you in the next video. Bye.